Hi, welcome back to Story Reckless. I am Nathan, I'm the DM here, and we're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons tonight in the Descent into Avernus campaign. Yeah, it's a little crazy right now, but let's do some intros.
I'm Claire, my pronouns are they, them. I'm still playing Kadam, half-elf grave cleric who, while not unconscious, is stunned and has been for the past 4 rounds.
Nap time. I'm Olive. I use she and they pronouns. I'm playing Calliope, or Janelle say Artificer, plus Little and Big Dummy, who are my creature familiar guys. And that's it.
Hi, I'm Enyo, they, them pronouns, playing Pip, a roguish alchemist satyr who sold her soul for warding bond and has not used it once.
This is why you're not a warlock, because like you sell your soul for a cantrip, and like warlocks use the things that they sell their soul for.
I just like collecting them. All the shiny trinkets.
Says the person who has every single legendary artifact that we have in their backpack.
We might need the infernal tack.
Have you attuned to the infernal tack, or you've only attuned to the orb and the shield? Okay. So you are attuned to 2 legendary artifacts, both of which they are, I don't know, are actively, maybe not actively, but are maybe not the most pleased about their situation. So yeah.
Well, 3, I guess, if you count Bad Maggie's pistol.
Yeah,
she's happy.
Well, we've had this conversation before. You basically are a warlock because the pistol does a D10 worth of damage. Yeah. So you just,
Without the scaling.
Without the scaling.
Yes.
It scaled a little bit.
It did, yeah. I had to sell my soul for it, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, with all that silliness out of the way, let's do a quick recap and jump right back into it. So, yeah, last we left off, I gotta change this music because it's way too upbeat for what is taking place. Last we left off, you all were deep down within the Bleeding Citadel, fighting demons, attempting to get towards maybe some type of entrance into this citadel that holds the Sword of Zariel. Winding through the passageways, you found yourself in a room full of a couple of these vulture-like demons known as Frox, and a bunch of cackling gnolls, all chanting and dancing, maybe like some kind of little impromptu ceremony around this effigy of a vaguely humanoid hyena-shaped being made from the various body parts that have been collected from the Yugoloths and pieces of scab. And you ambushed them, busted in there, and you blasted them with fireballs and spells and skittering vampires.
We got one of them.
Yeah. And little golden elephants that can shoot rainbow sparkles out of their trunk. And you were doing pretty well when the Vrox leapt up and let out these horrible shrieks, stunning many of you. And then you started to hear more.
How did it stun many of us, Nathan? What
all
happened in order
of
to make that happen?
All of you rolled. It was like 3 of you rolled natural
4.
ones?
4.
Was it really 4
nat ones?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because Valor, too.
Valor,
Oh
too.
my god. Okay. Also, wait, wasn't Lulu stunned? I don't know. It was bad. It was really bad. You were all stunned. And you also heard more cackling. As you killed all the gnolls in the room, you then heard more cackling coming from further within. Calliope, breaking out of the stun, she rushed forward towards the entrance where this cackling was coming from to try to essentially be the
that
plug.
was Big Dummy. Calliope was stunned at that
You're
time.
right. That was Big Dummy. Calliope had no say in this. Big Dummy took initiative and went to plug up this entrance to create a choke point. And when you regained yourself, your composure, Calliope, you saw a wall of gnolls all trying to push through to get to your companions. But this battle is raging on. Lulu managed to just disintegrate a large swath of gnolls in this choke point with her rainbow sparkles, using the last of her trumpet attack. But you can still hear more cackling and see more shapes down the passageway scrambling and surging forward towards you, Calliope. The rest of you in the room see Kadam is just there. Are you like clutching your head, rocking back and forth? The two rocks overhead flying up above. One of them looks severely injured. The other looks just fine as they circle up overhead. And that is going to take us to the top of the round, which will take us to Pip, if you don't mind kicking us off.
Oh my god. Well, here comes the decision. Which one is the more injured Vrock? Is it the one that's closest to Kadam?
No, it is the one further away in the room, and it does look pretty injured. Yeah.
I am devastated that I cannot overcharge. Okay. I am going. It's just. No, I'm sorry, Kadam. I can't do Warding Bond just yet. I have to kill it.
Kadam is just like.
No, I have to do. It's going to be so stupid, and I'm going to get hurt. Okay, I'm going to just do Warding Bond. I think Pip is saying all of this to Gargo.
Okay.
She's like, this is not the smartest thing, but
I mean, it's
I
right.
am not going to see.
They're both right up there. They're right above you. You don't even
I am
have to
not
hurt
going.
your
Kadam
friends.
is not going to die on my watch, and nothing I can do right now can help except this. I think I could kill it. I could kill it too, but okay. Pip is going to flip open the switch at the back of the gun and press like Mad Maggie's little like the red hot kiss symbol.
Awesome. You feel a burning hot prick on your thumb as you flip open the switch on the back of the pistol grip. Pushing into it, it singes and go. You're going to cast Warding Bond on Kadam.
Yes.
All right. Forget what that does, but is it concentration?
Let me check.
I don't believe
It
so.
Okay.
No, it is not concentration.
Perfect.
But
okay. But you both
yeah.
now, it's like Calliope and Big Dummy, right? You both now share a hit point pool, essentially.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
+1 bonus to AC and saving throws and resistance to damage.
Nice. Oh, resistance to damage. Oh my god. Okay.
All
Yes.
damage.
All
Wow.
damage.
That's awesome. Pip, what do you think this feels like for Kadam?
I think Pip has to, because it says in the one of the material components is like a little silver ring, but I think Mad Maggie has done it so that I have to press Kadam's thumb and I just have to pry it away from like their head, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry about this, it's the only way, and press it also to the brand.
Okay. So Kadam, in your stunned, pained state, you barely register your hand getting kind of pulled away in this frantic moment, and then you feel just a hot prick on your thumb, this like hot burning sensation, and then this kind of tingling just shoot through your body, and you're starting to sort of get little waves of emotions that aren't yours, kind of
I don't know what that's
coursing
like.
through you. And essentially, Pip, like whatever you're feeling in this moment, Kadam is sort of getting like hints of those sensations as you are
That's
both
cool.
bonded. Sharing the pain, sharing the fame, indeed. Okay, anything else for you, Pip? That was your action, I think.
Yeah, that was an action.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay. Yeah,
Wait,
there's
they're
actually
not adjacent to you.
there's no need to disengage because they're 20.
Oh, they're
or-
20 feet up.
Yeah, they're 30 feet up in the
You're
ceiling.
just like
yeah.
I'm just dodging anywhere. I'm like, 20 feet up. I don't know. Okay, I saw them move fast
Yeah.
earlier.
But yeah, if you don't want to disengage, you could use it for something else if you want.
I mean,
You
what
can
else
dash or
can
try
I
to
possibly-
hide.
I'm going. I'm gonna try and hide.
Okay,
I'm gonna try
again,
and hide again.
I just the only thing I ask is just come up with a spot to try to hide in. Of course, you can try to hide behind a friend, but I will give it disadvantage.
There's the
because it is-
tunnel we came in.
Yeah,
There is the tunnel behind you. There is a little. You can see there's a small passageway off to the east there, this way. So either of those would be reasonable,
What would they?
or if you have something more.
No.
another
I think
clever, you know.
Pip is just going to go up to yonder and kind of just lean up against the cave, like, hide me, sad boy.
He is also like 30 feet up on the wall.
But just teach me how to blend in.
Okay, you just try to Homer Simpson into the wall. Go ahead. I mean, again, this is going to be a disadvantage, but go ahead. You can roll
There's no
stealth.
place to hide here. I'm not going to go back
So
into the tunnel.
Okay, then yeah.
That's fine. Pip, this is just Pip's so bad at stealth rolls anyway. Oh my god, it was a nat one.
That way. So yeah, you literally are just pressed against the wall like this.
Pep is
alright.
overwhelmed. There's too much happening with Kadam right now.
Calliope, you are up.
Amazing. How do the knolls in this passageway look? Are
Um,
is
the-
that front one messed up?
The one at the front looks a bit. It must be. Yeah, it must like a bunch of it is just like completely singed and burnt from the blast from Lulu. And there's just kind of like ash and some pieces of like legs and stuff in the hallway here. But the
Okay.
rest of the knolls, they you have no idea. Like right now, they're just kind of a writhing mass back there. All
Okay,
just-
cool. I think, but I see kind of a bigger one in the back. Is that
yes, yes, you do.
true? Okay, I think we're gonna like. Okay, Lulu. I'm gonna. I'll hold them off. You make sure the others are okay.
Oh, okay, are you sure? I can help you.
Okay. More the merrier. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm fast. I'll just go where I'm needed. Okay.
We're gonna go up so one shove won't uncork the bottle.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. So you get further up in the passageway. You see all the gnolls just looking up at you, slathering at the mouth. And it looks like you're getting glimpses like there's more kind of around the corner that are trying to like scramble forward.
yeah. Well, I don't super. I guess I could caustic brew them. They're probably pretty dexterous. Nah, eye on the prize. I'm gonna ray of cold that guy in the back.
Okay. Is that
Ray of
just
Frost.
that's just an attack roll? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
So, and so I've described this before. I haven't cast this a lot, but like during the some of the like car chases that we've done, it's been kind of like just a snowball in hell situation, where Calliope just like has this like little trebuchet on the side of Big Dummy that just kind of like gathers up this like cold frosty energy and then just trebuchets it to try to beam this guy.
Nice. A little cold blast shoots across.
It's a 24.
Definitely hits.
God, that's really low rolls.
7
Only
points.
7 cold
Okay.
damage.
7 cold damage. And it does something else to them, correct? Like minus 10 feet to speed. Or
Minus 10 feet of its speed.
hey,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know how fast they are, but if their speed is 30 feet, that's pretty significant.
Yeah. And then Big Dummy is going to dodge.
Got it? Okay.
And then Little Dummy's going to pop forward and just trying to grab Little Dummy here. But basically just like pop forward. No, I'll get in melee range.
Okay.
And bonus action, tell little dummy to use its little rending attack.
Low rend. Okay, go for it.
22 to hit, so
Definitely.
4 force damage to this
Four
front
force
range.
damage again. 4 force damage. Okay. Yeah, it's still up.
Great.
Just put this on there. Okay, great. Is that it for you, Flypy?
That's it for me.
Okay. Yonder is looking really frustrated. The rocks are off in the middle of the room. So Yonder is going to...
He can probably jump off the wall. Get them with one attack. I love that the vampire just like jumping off the wall and be like, ah!
That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Let's see how far he can get. If he skitters, he's a skittering boy. 25 feet that way. In order to jump, oh my god, that's a 15-foot leap. And he is... What did I say? He went... I guess he went 30 feet up the wall to get to them. Or no, because he has the glaive. I think he was... Man.
Is he 20 feet up?
I think he was only 20 feet up. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna actually reset him back. He's gonna drop down. So, yeah, he'll just attempt to just drop to the ground. Oh god, he hits pretty hard, and actually, okay, but he's
fine. He'll heal.
He's also resistant, so yeah, he takes only 4 points. Oh, that's right, he regenerates. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, so wait, he gets 10 hit points back. I haven't been keeping track of that. I'll have to remember to do that. Okay, so, and then it's just going to run over next to Kadam and is going to hold his action with the glaive if the rocks get close. So that was Yonder. Valor.
All right. Javelin, I suppose.
Okay. Which one?
The injured one.
Okay. That will be at disadvantage unless she gets closer because it's 30 feet up.
Let's get closer. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. 7 points.
What was the dice roll? It was like...
I didn't actually add it. It's just double digits.
Okay, if it's double digits, then you're good.
24.
Okay, yeah. 24.
So 7 points of slashing or piercing.
It's still just trying to...
Again.
Wavering there.
Dirty 20
Yep.
to hit. 10 points of slash, whatever it is.
Piercing, yeah. Okay, with that second one javelin, second one, it just right through the chest as it sort of buckles inward on the javelin as it pierces out of its chest and it twirls down to the ground, slamming into the ground. It is dead.
All right. And then we'll just end up here.
Okie doke. Is that it for Valor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, big boy, over here!
It sort of looks down at Valor, looks down at Kadam, who is still stunned. I believe it has advantage on attack rolls against you while you are stunned. And it's not going to pass that up. So it sort of twirls down around the side of you there. I think that's still within Yonder's threatened range with the glaive. So Yonder will slash out. When you hold an attack, you only get the one attack. Okay.
That's true.
And he hits. D10. Oh my god. Rolled minimum damage. Okay, so 4 damage. Carves into it, and it gets down next to you, Kadam. And is going to bite and 2 attacks. Yep, okay, so it's going to bite you and try to slash you with its talons. These are made at advantage. Dirty 20.
That hits.
14 points of piercing damage as it...
Right.
So that's actually, what is that?
Oh, 7
Yeah.
each.
Okay.
So 7 to you, 7 to
Pip.
Pip. Okay. Okay, and then the talons, 23. That is 11 points, so 5 to each of you. As it carves into you. And it will... That was 30 feet down. Yeah, it'll take the attack of opportunity. It's going to fly back up, 30 feet back up at an angle into the ceiling as Yonder slashes
Yonder
out.
did use his reaction to attack.
Oh, is that because holding an action is the reaction? Okay, understood. Okay, so yeah, it just flies straight up into the ceiling again. Looking around, taking us to the gnolls as they start to try to scramble towards you, Calliope. Again, this is going to be kind of a... You can use your reaction if you want to take an attack of opportunity, but they're all just sort of, moving, swiping, exchanging the spot. It's just kind of a mosh pit as they're trying to get at you.
I'll keep my reaction.
You'll
And
keep your
are they
reaction, okay.
attacking me or Big Dummy?
I think they're still going for Big Dummy because it's the biggest target.
So Big Dummy has used dodge, so these are all at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay, got it. And these... let me think about this. Okay. I think all... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because I would have to get... Okay. I'm just going to do what I did last time. I'm going to say 5 of them are going to make attacks on you due to the... just them trying to, clamber over each other.
Any, I hate to say it again, but any shoves or grapples?
Well, so yeah, 5 are going to attack, and then I'll say 1 of them at advantage is going to attempt to push.
Great.
So same kind of deal. Okay, here we go. These are all bites at disadvantage. Ooh, real lucky. One of those was a nat 20 if it had been a normal roll. I don't think any of those hit. The highest roll was a 12. So,
Nope.
yeah. And then go ahead and you can do athletics or acrobatics, your choice, as they, with advantage, they're all going to start surging, trying to push you forward. Okay.
And I just read up on mounted combat rules. If
Okay.
my mount is moved involuntarily, I have to make some sort of save or fall off.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Wild that this hasn't come up before, but
I think shove is only 5 feet, right? I'm double checking now.
yeah. I think it's shove or prone.
All right. What do you? What did Big Dummy get?
I can't remember how big our proficiency bonus is.
4.
4 now?
It's been 4 for a bit.
Big Dummy. I think it might be worth another flash of genius. How many of those do I have left? Yeah, I don't want this to happen, so I'm gonna flash a genius it up to a gentleman's 20.
The Knoll's got a 19, so you barely are digging into the ground as they're just pushing and shoving and clawing.
So
Big Dummy.
I think every flash of genius that I've been burning here has been like activating some sort of like anchor system, where just like all these like kind of like a cables shoot out from Big Dummy and just like anchor us like a spider web kind of. I have the web slinger all along.
Love it. For some reason, I thought you were gonna say activate like a NOS system, like little
NOS?
like on a car, like little jets,
Like Nitro?
basically. Yeah, like Nitro. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick though.
No. I like your idea more. It just made me laugh because I was imagining like a Fast and Furious moment where it's like. But no, I love it. The cables shoot out into the walls. Kind of
And I think like they
groaning.
like since it's temporary, they just like snap.
Yeah.
As like we do get pushed back.
Cool.
But it's enough to keep us on our feet.
Okay. And the bigger one in the back is just kind of back there, like just watching all of the other ones trying to push forward. And Calliope, you just barely see like. Well, actually, can you see that? Yeah. You barely see kind of towards the back of the chamber. Almost like it looks like black smoke or something, just kind of sort of waft through the chamber at the back for a moment.
That seems fine.
And then you see a bigger shape start to move out into the space. Hulking, bulbous, humanoid-looking shape. It seems to almost be like hovering just a little bit above the ground as this bulbous shape sort of moves out just behind where all these gnolls are, and you suddenly see all of them sort of like tense, and some of them looking over their shoulder, the bigger one looking back at this bulbous shape at the back of the chamber. And then it gently drifts back away out of sight.
More bad stuff back here.
You see the big one sort of look around, and it just starts to go and all the gnolls sort of like tense and look around as the big one takes a few steps back, but all the other ones have kind of engaged with you. So they're all just sort of like looking like they're starting to maybe make a retreat back. Those of you in the other room. Let's see. Yeah. Those of you in the other room also see the Vrock suddenly kind of like look in the direction of the cackling sound of the gnolls as it's flying up in the ceiling. Okay. That is the gnolls' turn. Kadam, you are no longer stunned.
All right. I have no idea what's going on.
Correct.
I feel like I think I'm just like coming out of this like white pain ringing head. Yeah. My vision clears just enough that I can see this rock who's looking pretty darn good, right?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Up above me, I'm going to reach out a finger and cast Blight.
Oh, okay. Con save?
Yep. I sure hope this works.
That's only a 7.
That will work. All right. Here we go. I've never rolled for Blight before. I've never cast it on a non-plant creature. That is 40 necrotic damage.
4-0?
4-0.
Oh my goodness. You reach out your finger and suddenly see like a whole half part of the rock just like almost turn gray white as it starts to wither and dust sort of some of the feathers just dissipating into dust. It wavers in the air from this and just lets out a as it screeches in pain, but it is
Still up.
yeah.
We're gonna hit it with the spiritual weapon now.
Okay, spiritual weapon floats up. Go for it.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for
T8,
spiritual weapon. Sorry.
right?
Plus ability modifier. All right. 21 points of force damage.
21.
I'm
My
so upset.
21. How many D8 are you rolling? 2?
One, I rolled an 8, so that's 16 plus 5.
Holy moly. Okay. This ball of light shoots up and whoosh, blasts out towards the rock, which again, it's still up. It's wavering as it screeches. Wavering up there in the ceiling. It's looking real bad. There's just like almost a hole in its chest that's just starting to goosh out black ichor. Okay.
I'm gonna run forward. Hold on. Can't go all in diagonal, Claire. Come on. All right.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That was a good turn. As Kadam goes running up towards Lulu, Lulu looks back. Oh, wow. Okay. My turn.
Sweat drenched.
Yeah. Lulu. I need to look up how this works.
There's just this huge sense of relief that Kadam feels through like the psychic bond with Pip, and Pip kind of just calls out like, "Oh, Kadam, you're awake." Barely.
You all right?
I took some damage despite being 40 feet away from all of the action. It's a new feeling for me.
Oh, come here.
Okay. Lulu looks up and narrows her eyes up at the rock and then kind of takes a moment. I think this is gonna work. Okay. And looks at you, Kadam, Valor, back over at Calliope. We're gonna get through this. She takes a deep breath and exhales, and little motes of light shoot out from her and go rocketing through the room, one landing on each of you with a little splash of warmth on each of you. As she casts Bless and gives you all Bless.
Oh.
And she kind of, okay, yeah, I used to be able to do that. It looks like, okay, we got this. As she concentrates on that.
Thanks, Lulu.
Yeah, you're welcome. And she's just gonna kind of stay in this central point here, giving you all bless. Okay, that takes us to Pip.
The thing I was going to do feels really bad in comparison, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Do it.
Hopefully it's enough to finish it off. Yeah, I'm going to well, I guess Pip is... Yeah, Pip is going to cast Acid Arrow at 3rd level.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
That's an 18.
That hits.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I guess both of those. So it's 11 acid and then 14 extra.
11
From-
acid. So the
Wait, hold
acid
on, let me
burns
see.
on it.
Oh, hold on. I think
Alchemical
I see. Hold on. I took it. Takes 14 acid damage immediately, and then 11 at the end of its next turn.
Okay. So let me give it back 11. Excellent. So 14 now. Okay, so this is if I remember correctly, you load up your pistol, right, with the round
Yes.
and fire it, and it hits, splashing the rock, covering it in acid as it starts to burn, and it's starting to waver up there. I think it's essentially like its neck and lower jaw is just like starting to be exposed from this blast, and it's looking real messed up as it's looking like it's getting ready to fly away. Anything else for you, Pip?
Just going to move forward, just follow Kadam, like, blimey, I guess I'll go
All right.
up here. If I'm sure it's not going to do much, but Gilder, just go for it.
I mean, so the rock is 30 feet up. Can Gilder can only climb, right? On walls.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah.
Gilder can only climb.
Yeah.
I forgot I made that.
We had
So
decided,
Gilder climbs
yeah,
on the wall,
I think we
on
had
the cavern, and then just drops down really hard.
I mean, it'd be 40 feet up. So like.
Yeah, Gilder can't do it.
Okay. Just a coin hitting at the top of the rock's head.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I guess that's it.
Okay, excellent. I'm just checking this spell. Okay, so the rock will take that 11 damage immediately at the start of its turn. Or at the end of its next turn. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, that was Pip. Okay, Calliope, you're up.
Gonna start off with bonus action, little dummy rending, one in front.
Okay.
9 to hit, so that's probably a miss.
No, that's a miss. Misses.
And then I'm just gonna make 2 lance attacks and start wading through these jerks.
Go for it. Yeah, let's see that first attack.
15 and 21.
Okay, break the damage up on these. So the
Yeah.
first one,
15 is 15 damage.
for the first attack, that definitely kills the first one. And hold on. You have 8 points of damage left. So can you just roll another attack roll to see if that 8 points of damage transfers to? Because you're right up against it, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and you have a lance which has a 10-foot reach. So I'd say that since we're doing the cleaving rules,
Yeah, sure.
I think you could hit the one behind it as well. As you
17 to hit the one behind it.
That definitely hits it. So that one gets 8 points of damage. And then your second attack was a 21. That definitely hits.
That's 15 damage on that one too.
Oh my god. Okay, roll one more attack for me. Oh wait, you would have to move forward. So do you move forward when you kill the first
Yeah,
one?
I'll move
Okay.
forward after the first one.
Yeah, so go ahead and move forward and then roll one more attack for me.
19.
19, yeah, that hits. So then you deal 1 point of damage to the one behind it. But hey, a little extra. So yeah, as you start waiting.
But one more is dead, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
You killed 2.
Ah.
So as you
Sick.
start wading through these knolls and just You skewer through the first one, and it just impales all the way through, getting the one behind it. As you whip out the lance, it collapses. You step forward, pushing into this crowd of gnolls, and just again skewer the next one. It drops. And you see all these gnolls there just looking at you. The bigger one just kind of licking its lips, but still starting to pull back a little bit. That is anything else for you, Calliope?
Big Dummy will use the dodge action again.
Okay, excellent. Taking us to Yonder. Yonder is going to start pushing forward with everybody. Seeing the Vrock up there, he's gonna move and dash. Oh, all of your mic is on. Is gonna dash forward to go up next to Calliope. So running forward with the glaive, taking us to Valor.
How hurt does this thing look?
It looks so hurt, and it's still just like burning with acid as it's trying to just trying to fly away.
All right, one more.
Okay.
That was a D12 that I rolled, not a D20. Hold on. That's terrible, but 13.
No, that misses.
Another one.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
Okay. 11 points.
Lands on the ground. The acid just burning away at it. As it stops moving, it is dead.
All right. And then we run up to the front lines where we belong. Okay.
All right. The Vrocks are dead. It is now the gnolls. So Calliope, you can take one attack of opportunity if you wish.
Sure.
As
Or,
they
you know.
all start to move back. Actually, hold on. No, they're just gonna move. So they're all retreating back.
Okay. Big Dummy will also take an attack of opportunity. And Little Dummy, if you let me.
I guess so. They're all creatures.
Yeah. So Little Dummy got 10.
Okay, so they can all. I'm just gonna stick them in this room just to make it easy. Okay, sorry. Little Dummy got a 10. No, that will not hit.
Big Dummy got 19, which is an 11.
Okay, a 19 that definitely hits. An 11. Okay, 11 points. Okay.
Yep. And then I got a 21 to hit, so 14 more damage.
14 more damage. Okay, so one of the gnolls drops dead as it tries to retreat. You just skewer it. Big Dummy blasting it with the beam of light from the front of their face, and the rest just start to sort of lope back towards the exit, spilling out of this chamber and away from you, leaving you all here in this room. Calliope, you can...
Yeah, I'll move down into it. I think.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Before you move, because it's not your turn yet.
Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
Beated everybody. Foolish me.
The gnolls all retreated, and as they're leaving, you can hear that getting quieter as they leave. And Calliope, you almost hear and feel this deep hot breath sort of billow into the room somewhere off to your right. Okay, that takes us to Kadam. Kadam, you just saw this writhing mass just sort of spill out of the room and away from Calliope, who's just been wading through the gnolls.
There's some sort of large smoke fella.
I'll move my spiritual weapon up, which I don't have control over, 20 feet, just cause. And then move up myself. Right next to yonder here. I see nothing but that one knoll.
Oh, sorry, that knoll is dead.
Oh,
I forgot to put the little X.
I see nothing alive.
Yeah, you
Other
are
than my friends.
seeing like this, like a mass, like carnage. There's just like limbs and
Yeah.
ash and body parts as you start moving toward in that direction.
Would you be so kind as to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet towards me?
Yes, of course. I
Thank
can
you
also
so.
give you control of it here in a second.
That'd be much appreciated. I guess I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. All right, great. Taking us to Lulu. Lulu will just fly right behind Calliope, hovering there next to Calliope. Huh. Wow, great work. As the little holy font just flutters there next to
I
you.
don't know why they retreated.
I don't
Demons
know.
don't normally do that, do they?
No,
They
no.
retreated.
Yeah. Some big smoke fella showed up and scared them all off or something.
Should we make ourselves scarce too?
I don't know.
You think they're trying to lure us in?
As Lulu's gonna just hover there and she's gonna hold, I guess she'll hold a tusk attack in case something gets close. So she'll actually like kind of hover, just above you, Calliope, to sort of be at the front with you. Pip, it is your turn.
I love it when you beat all the bad guys and then the combat music doesn't stop.
I don't like this. I don't like this. This is a bad feeling. This is the point where I turn, and run, but I can't. I'm in scab. How is this my life? Pip is just muttering. Pip is going to bonus action. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Pip is going to move up to be with everybody first of all. And then I think we'll have Gilder go dash. Just come on, just go check it out for a little bit.
So Gilder, you want to have Gilder dash?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Gilder
Okay,
also
so
just move
Gilder
up. I want to
Goes
stay up there at the front with the other
skittering up
homunculi.
ahead. So Gilder skitters into the room, out to the kind of into this bigger chamber that opens up before you. You can see like this sort of bowl-like chamber that is opened up. That all of this space, you're realizing it just looks almost like everything's just been kind of carved out of this scab. Like you're realizing there's just almost like heavy claw marks on everything. Some areas of like coagulated blood, some that looks a little more fresh. There is an errant, like kind of rotted knoll head resting. Actually, no, that wouldn't be the case. There's just some errant black demon ichor, this like in one corner of the room. And as Gilder skitters in, Gilder sees one portion of the scab that is like the coloration almost becomes black in color. Like it's red, but it's getting so deep and dark in color that it almost looks black, and it looks like incredibly hardened stone. And there's just this narrow little passageway that sort of squeaks out of this area, and just beyond it, it seems that there's something, because Gilder is there and realizes that there's movement on the other side of this narrow passageway. almost something slick and wet is just on the other side. And then, Calliope, you hear and feel again this... And Gilder almost, like, is almost pushed across the room from the heat and blast of this wind that comes out of this small little chamber. Anything else for you, Pip? That was your movement, and Gilder, that was it for you?
Pip is going to hold an action to attack whatever comes out.
Okay. You're all standing there, like running, rushing up to get into this hallway. Gilder skittering forward, seeing this, the hot wind blowing into the room. Calliope suddenly becoming aware there's something else around the corner, something in this room. When Calliope, you see that shape once more hover out, and you see this, again, this like bulbous humanoid shape sort of glide out into the room. Facing in your direction, you see this like incredibly rotund, like bulbous humanoid shape, like multiple chins sort of cascading down over the top of its chest with these horns sort of peeking out, but you can see that the snout sort of extends out a bit, and there's this like matted, shaggy, almost hyena-like hair that's sort of coarse and coming off the top of its head, and the snout itself sort of comes out into a bit more of a hyena-like snout. As it's staring at you, you see like just globules of thick saliva collecting around this huge mouth that's just kind of gaping there. Strange little, like, almost tenderly like wings extend out the back. They almost look like there's no webbing or feathers, or just kind of like little hands, these little strange wing-like hands, and it's just hovering there staring at you all. And all of you hear a voice pierce into your mind.
I wasn't expecting guests. So lovely. We haven't had any company in quite some time.
Trantalocks, I presume.
Ah, yes.
Ah, just the person we wanted to see.
As this thing is hovering there, staring at you all.
Oh, you wish to see me?
Yeah, we want into the Citadel. You know how?
How is that?
How's what?
Oh, you're asking me. Well, I want in too. Maybe we could help each other out.
I mean, I'm not super hot on you getting in, honestly.
Well, I have time. And you smell quite delectable. So we could work together, or...
I don't like what you're intonating. And you don't have as much time as you think. Little dummy, get in!
So you send little dummy wafting forward. Trantalox staring at you all.
Well, I guess you'll have to meet more of our friends.
Okay, we're gonna stay in initiative here. As you do that, Trantalox, suddenly you see that black shadow just envelop Trantalox as he disappears out of sight as little dummy starts to glide forward. And you all suddenly feel a rumble, and you hear a and little Gilder is like seeing something just move and press on the other side of this small little chamber, just kind of Calliope, it is now your turn.
I think you know what it is.
That makes one of us, Claire. Yeah, I think Clive is feeling foolhardy, and let's go. So 5, 10, 15 with Big Dummy.
Okay, so Calliope, as you going into the room, you feel again this hot air come out of that. Now you can see this narrow crack, this narrow like little tunnel in the side of this hard exterior of the scab. And just beyond there is something back there moving. Something slick and wet and
Cancel that! Go into the orifice!
Little Dummy. Okay, so Little Dummy goes shooting in to the orifice.
Oh my god!
So Little Dummy goes gliding in, and immediately...
Is it a demon the size of a hill?
What is it? What is it?
does a 33 hit?
Yeah!
Little Dummy takes 45 points of piercing damage, as Little Dummy is just instantly snuffed out as something on the other side, a massive gaping mouth, just snaps down on Little Dummy, and Little Dummy is snuffed out of this world. And you all, Calliope, you suddenly see Little Dummy's like essence just snuff out. You feel that connection severed, and you feel a blast of hot air. What would you like to do, Calliope?
Hold on me! Hold on me! Come back! What? We need to go. We need to go. We can't be here.
Lulu behind you. What's wrong?
There's something larger. Larger than all of us.
You suddenly see her face drop, her eyes go wide. Oh no!
Lulu, is it that demon you saw with Yale?
She looks back at you. It must still be here! Calliope, what are you gonna do on your turn?
Oh my god. I don't have a target. Is that correct?
I mean, you can see there's something back there. Like, yeah, like if you want to target the thing back there, you absolutely can do so.
Oh, jeez.
I have a plan!
Oh, I'm glad for you, Kadam.
My turn!
God, I think all I can do, realistically, as Calliope, I don't know what's going on. I just lost Little Dummy. I'm gonna back up to Lulu to protect Lulu and try to guard against whatever's gonna come out of this hole. Can I actually pull Lulu back with me?
Yeah,
Space?
sure.
And I want to cast Longstrider on myself, I guess. Or on Big Dummy specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to go. I don't know. That's all I got.
So it is. It's time to run.
I don't know. I don't know.
Lulu looks down at you.
What is that thing?
We ain't gonna leave.
We can't leave. We've come so far.
We can't leave, but we need to regroup.
So
Don't go into strange
Calliope,
tunnels.
you push back. You've moved. Are you gonna use your action?
I'm to cast Longstrider.
Longstrider, right on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or on Big Dummy.
Big Dummy. Okay, got it. Anything else for you?
No. I lost Little Dummy. I'm stunned.
Okay.
Calliope. Can it get out?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what we've been hearing, right? That's what we've been feeling.
Something, it's breathing, it's heavy. I was gonna fight the Tusk Man, but
We can get a hold of them.
I don't think it can get out if it's been here this whole time. I mean, it would have escaped.
What is this? What is it?
We saw this
It's
in one of Lulu's visions. When she was with Yale, they were trying to hide the sword. This demon came.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she just goes, I don't really, I just remember seeing it. I know it was chasing us. Yonder steps up, like, into this, in towards the front as this conversation is happening. You see him looking out beyond, sort of a little awestruck. And he just goes, it's Yeenoghu's pet. I hadn't considered it would still be here. I think Lulu's right, though. It must be trapped. This thing is immense. It is. It was. It's hard to believe its size. We can't turn back. We have to try. And he sort of, like, just pushes forward and gets up towards the front, holding onto his glaive, getting ready. Valor.
I'm supposed to be in the front. This is my job. Let me do my job. She can't share space. She's gonna dash because she can't see anything.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, so she pushes up towards the front, great sword at the ready.
No.
Okay. Kadam.
I'm gonna put a hand on Calliope's shoulder. Calliope, I know you just lost little dummy. We can get him back. We have worked so hard and for so long to come here.
We don't need to leave. We just... It's bad. You didn't see what I saw.
No, I didn't. And I see that you are shaken by it. We have a mission to accomplish here. That thing has been here for hundreds of years. Let's let it be there a little bit longer.
Okay.
And I will squeeze your shoulder and then cast Locate Creature on Trantalox.
Okay. That is able to pierce through walls, that spell?
Yep.
Okay,
if this person is within 1,000 feet of me, I know where they are.
Immediately you feel your presence, like your awareness lock in on a presence. You know exactly where Trantalox is. Trantalox is, do you know how far or just the direction?
I believe just direction.
Okay, so you know that Trantalox is within this direction, somewhere within 1,000 feet.
Sorry, which direction?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the DM's layer. Within this direction.
Cool.
Yeah. So somewhere that way.
And then I will move my thing 20 feet. And it's hovering over Pip's head.
All right.
And I'm gonna move forward too.
Okay.
I am. Oh yeah, that's real big.
Yeah, Kadam,
I'm telling ya.
You start to push forward into the room. Past Valor, she gives you a look, just like a ready to steal look, and then steadies herself as you move past, and you as well suddenly feel this hot air. And with your dark vision seeing in there, you just see like glistening teeth kind of opening up, and like a wet tongue or something just kind of and it's all just like pressed up against this narrow opening. Like this thing is, it looks like the chamber it's stuck in is perfectly like cocooned in. Like it can't really move. It's just its mouth just like
Find its mouth.
just big enough for it to snatch a little dummy that goes
Oh.
charging in.
My baby, my child.
I know. Kadam, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Well, I will
Lulu.
communicate to the rest of the group. Trantalox is that way.
Okay. So you all see Kadam point in a direction. Lulu looks down at you, Calliope. Her little trunk rests on your shoulder. If you need to leave, it's totally okay.
No.
We can do this.
We
We got this.
We can do this.
And she's going to fly forward with Kadam. And she nervously looks in the direction of the teeth and the hot breath wafting out as she hovers there next to you, Kadam, eyes narrowing in the direction that you pointed of where you can sense Trantalox. Pip.
Pip is just is going to move up as well, next to Valor, and is going to pointedly not look over. Like, I've heard enough. I don't need to see it.
You're not even gonna look. Okay, so you step into the room and you feel the hot breath, but you don't acknowledge its presence as you look in the direction that everybody else is headed. Okay. Anything else for you?
Just, oh my god. Why the fuck not? Pip is going to take a transformation potion for the temp HP.
Okay.
And is going to transform herself into looking like a gnoll.
Okay, great.
There's our hiding.
Is that it for you? Oh, you look
That
like,
is
sorry,
it.
you transfer yourself to look like a gnoll? Okay. Okay, so, you suddenly see Pip let's like turn and look into a gnoll standing there next to you. All right, anything else for you, Pip?
Action hide.
Yeah, what?
Bonus action hide.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Hide in the orifice.
Hide in the woods.
Ew, I'm not gonna, no, I'm gonna hide in plain sight. It's a deception. It's a deception roll.
A deception. Oh my god. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. All right. On initiative count 20, as you're all pushing forward, Kadam, Pip, Valor, Lulu, all feel that hot breath, and the ground itself kind of rumble a bit, and you hear like a scraping and a moving from the other side of that chamber, and you see that mouth, just the teeth just kind of, and you see it sort of opening up, and then you hear this horrible sound, deep and guttural, coming from within that chamber, this like and you start to see glistening things sort of
Y'all didn't see
spilling
what I
out
saw.
of the mouth. You see like limbs and arms and bodies starting to clambering out of the mouth as you see probably, let me see, I can tell you how many.
Oh.
That's what I was running from. That's why I was choke pointing.
You see probably a dozen gnolls starting to clamber and crawl out of this thing's mouth. All of them looking strange and kind of odd from the gnolls you're used to seeing, like the ones you saw when you first came in here, as they all start to spill out. There is definitely, yeah, probably like a dozen of these things just spilling out into that tiny little orifice, all sort of trying their best to crawl out and make their way forward. They're not going to act yet, but they are starting to spawn. Okay, Calliope, you don't see this, but you suddenly hear this cacophonous sound coming from that chamber.
I'm gonna have to say, so Calliope's gonna move back into the room.
Yeah.
Big dummy. There's so many. It's not just the demon. Legions.
The prison?
Somebody's gonna have to stay here and block it while we fight Trantalox.
I can.
Just gives a nod.
Yonder looks back at all of you. Let me do this.
You got it. You got that regeneration stuff. They don't hit hard, but there's a lot of them.
I can be the choke point. I'll hold them off. It will be Yonder's turn next, so
Yeah.
he will plan to run up into
Yeah.
that choke point.
So I have moved. So Big Dummy has 50 feet of movement now. Which way? I say to Kadam. Just like, I guess there's only one exit to this chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only see the
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up to the entrance of it, which is 40 feet of movement. Big Dimmy's going to dash.
Okay.
So, let's see. So 15. I don't know how to use Roll20. Oh, 15's enough to see Trantalox there.
Yes, you come around the corner and you see Trantalox there hovering. And there is like the most organized you've ever seen demons thus far. The gnolls that were in there starting to form up into like a ranked phalanx almost.
Yeah.
They still haven't quite fully positioned themselves. They're all like still like getting into position around Trantalox, and Trantalox just looks towards you, and you hear in your head,
Delicious.
See if you like this! And I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
okay.
And Big Dummy is going to do a little bit more movement to get up to here. And I will make my haste attack, my single one this round.
Okay.
19 to hit Trantalox.
Yep, that hits.
That's 17 damage.
Hold on, let me check. Okay, this is magical. Let me just... Okay, yep. Okay, so 17 damage. Okay.
17 damage. Bonus action, I'm going to drink Pip's experimental elixir.
Okay.
Give me +1 AC.
Can you do bonus action? Sorry, I'm just like So yeah, okay. So Big Dummy used their actions.
Yeah.
You moved, and then cast haste on yourself.
Which is my action.
Which is your action.
Haste gives me an
Okay.
extra action.
Got it.
which
And
is my
then
attack,
bonus action. Got it. Okay,
then
cool.
bonus
So
action,
okay.
which gets me 2d6 HP.
Okay.
That's 8 temp HP.
Excellent.
And let's see. Let's back up a bit.
Okay. Yeah, Calliope, in that brief moment as you went charging in, lancing forward,
hello.
stabbing into
What's up there?
Trantalox, you briefly catch as Big Dummy starts to pull back. This chamber, this that you see before you, you can see, just barely make out, there is a large set of what look to be maybe brass double doors that are pressing through the scab, and has a relief image of something like engraved on the front of these massive doors. But the thing that catches your attention is that in front of those doors, you see multiple pools of like twitching ichor just kind of spread out about the room, and then right at the front looks like kind of what it might be like a variant of a demon grinder war machine. It's some kind of contraption that gives you like, it could be a repurposed demon grinder, but the front of it, where there's normally this kind of like intake, this like grinding intake, looks to have been redesigned, and it's like this sort of blunted, fat, almost drill bit kind of thing. But you can see that this device, there is like steam and black smoke kind of coming off of it. All right, but you're gonna move back?
What's Trantalox's body language? Is Trantalox retreating, or is Trantalox?
No. Trantalox is squared up with you. You struck them, and they just kind of barely like flinched from it. Their thick hide just kind of glancing off the blow, and they sort of turn and they just look excitedly at you. And despite the strange voice that's been piercing your head, the actual entity, the sounds coming from it are much more like as it turns to face you, the mouth opening and starting to drool and drip.
Well, the thoughts what counts. And I'm gonna move. So it was 25 movement to get up here and 25 to get back.
Okay, cool. So you dash back. Yonder runs forward with the glaive and slides into the little opening there, seeing all the gnolls starting to climb out. He looks back at you all. Get the sword. I'll hold them off. And then turns and charges in with the glaive. Well,
you don't gotta go in.
Yeah, that's right. He can stand right there. But he just juts forward. I'm not going to be rolling for him every turn. He is doing his job, but I will probably be like giving him tick damage each turn. Because
he has regeneration every turn, so...
There's a lot of gnolls. There's a lot of gnolls that are pouring through there. So I'll figure that out. I'm thinking it'll probably be like a -5 every turn, something like that. So so yeah, he goes, starts engaging with the gnolls, and you just hear the chaos happening in there.
Before he fully engages, can I say something to him?
Sure.
We'll come back for you, Yonder. And Box of Screws really appreciates what you did for her.
And turns and starts going at it. Okay, Valor.
Well, onward.
It's lined up in there, in like a war line. I want to try to draw them back and chase us.
All right. Bonus action, she will take her potion.
Okay.
Of boldness to get 2d6 temporary hit points. What else does boldness do?
Here. It's, you can roll a d4 and add the number roll to every attack roll and saving throw for the next minute.
Okay, cool. So she's double blessed?
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, I didn't even roll for my blast last turn. Good to know.
Okay, so...
And hold an action.
Hold an action.
To attack
okay.
anyone who comes up.
Great. All right. The gnolls are starting to pour out. You start to hear Yonder, like, make a lot of effort to, like, hold these gnolls off. Something I have decided, so he will take the chip damage, but I think as another thing, is, you know, I like to add stakes and tension. I am going to have him roll a strength check each turn. As they are trying to push through. And I'm not going to say that if he fails, I'm not going to say that all of them come pouring out. It'll be something like two manage to get out. So I think that is going to be exciting, at least for me. Just to add.
Pip, do you have enlarged person?
Here we go.
If only I did.
I thought you had enlarged reduce. I thought
Yeah,
you
but
had
I got concentration going on haste.
Okay.
well, you should have asked me first because I could have hasted you.
He is holding them off, barely, as this battle is starting to ensue. And yeah, okay. Well, they're all doing that. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna come
Hold
up.
on, Kadan.
Oh,
Oh yeah, did the gnolls chase me down, or are they like fighting in formation?
Kadam, you hear something from behind you coming down the passageway. You hear a and like a loping as coming down
More.
the passageway.
yeah, it is.
Those guys.
A strange goat-like creature comes loping down. It looks to be three of them, all moving together down this passageway in your direction as they start pinching in from behind. Taking us to Kadam.
All right, well, I'll have, I guess, the spiritual weapon whack one of them.
Okay. Let me check their ability really quick. Hold on, I think I need you to make this. At the start of your turn, you need to make a con save. Are you within?
Must have.
Yes, you are within 30 feet.
All right.
So
Plus a d4.
con save.
All right. 20.
20. Okay, you're fine. You feel that sensation once again from these creatures just being within their presence. Okay.
All right.
Spiritual weapon.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
7 points force damage.
7 points. Okay.
Then I'm going to run up here. Oh, I can just barely see them.
Yes, you can barely make out
I'm gonna do it.
the creature within
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
there. Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Dawn.
Oh.
What's that?
Shit.
It's a short word, which means that it's powerful.
It's very powerful. Oh God. Okay.
I would like a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Yeah. There you go. Go ahead. Can you see the radius on that thing?
That's beautiful.
Where
Yes,
do you
thank
want it?
you.
You
I
can
would
move
like
it,
it.
so.
Right there.
Okay. Does that hit? That's gonna hit you. Does it affect you as well? I mean, it affects all creatures, right?
I will move it right there.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So I think what this ain't sunlight. This is moonlight.
Nice.
So the radiance of a full moon on a snowfield suddenly illuminates this entire space. It is bright light, and I need everyone within that sphere or cylinder to make a con save, please.
Oh my God. Okay.
If you had cast this into the mouth of that creature, hitting all those gnolls, you would have gotten so much XP.
XP. I considered it, but I decided that this was more important.
Okay. Sorry. They all make what? Con saves?
Con saves.
Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What do they need to be?
17.
Okay. So only 2 of them made it. Okay. So 2 of the gnolls, and then let me get the special gnoll. Ooh, the special null fails. And Trontelox has advantage. Yeah, he succeeded.
So everyone who fails takes 31 points of damage.
Okay.
Otherwise, they take 15.
Okay. So what I said, 2 of them failed. 31 points. Okay, so you don't see any of this happening. You just hear
Nope.
from around the corner just a horrible cacophonous like shrieks of pain. And things are happening. 31 or 15. Okay. Oh boy, that is pretty good.
Okay, that was great. Come on. You should get behind me before it comes for you.
Yep. Nope, I can't. I used all my movement to get here.
Okay, can you
Does-
make a safe radius so I can get in front of you then?
Does the light disappear or is it now just there?
Oh, it's there.
Okay, so are you concentrating on this?
Oh yes, this is very much a concentration
Okay,
spell.
okay. Yeah.
Can you make a safe space so I can stand in front of you? Ah!
Playmate here.
Well, I was thinking, can you move it to make some space?
I don't think because
I can't see anything
yeah.
further,
Yeah.
which is why it's right there.
Lulu Lulu at the start of her turn needs to make a con save from the goat creature card. She's fine. Oh, and just a reminder that some of you are blessed. Pip, Valor, and Kadam are blessed. Okay. Okay. She's gonna. Oh, she sees the things coming up that way. Oh, I can't really do much right now. She will. She's gonna stick close to all of you, knowing that if she drops the bless, that could not be great. Okay. We're at the top of the round again, and we're at pretty much right at 9 o'clock. We're gonna end here as Yonder is being pressed against all these gnolls and just like slicing into them with the glaive, trying to hold them back. All of you can still feel that hot air just wafting out from that small gap. You hear the loping, sort of loping sound of the other demons coming down the hallway from the north, and you hear the writhing screaming of all the demons that are being blasted by the dawn spell from Kadam as we end here. Yeah, it's just getting good. I know, but we're at 9, and it's a weeknight, and we must end.
I'm not gonna be here next Wednesday.
Shit. Okay. That's right. I think we're gonna need to take a break from this campaign next Wednesday. We might just do a full break. I don't know. We'll talk amongst us to figure out what we'll do next week. But we might be taking a break next week. So you have a whole extra week to wait and see what happens. I'm sorry, y'all.
Pass haste to wait.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't go late tonight. I'm
That's
way
fine.
too tired. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all in 2 weeks. Please come back to see what happens here. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Thank you all so much for being in chat.
Yeah.
It is a delight to see you there.
So nice.
It really is.
I
Yeah.
like it when you say nice things about it.
Yeah,
It makes me feel good. I keep playing.
it's true. Yeah, it is. It's really nice to hear you say nice things, and it's just I really appreciate that you guys are taking time out of your days to watch us. That is the biggest compliment. So. All right. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye.